Hey guys, welcome to tonight's video, and I hope that you are ready for a very scary creepypasta. So the name of this creepypasta is called The Man in the Dark, and the author is Keeper of the Dark. I want to read it to you first, and then afterwards we can talk about it a little bit. Everyone has heard of the tales of the Candyman or Bloody Mary, but nobody talks about the Dark Shadows Man. Everyone sees him. Even if you don't see him at the time, you know he's there. You can feel his presence. The guy or the figure that you see in the dark with no face or eyes. The thing that wakes you up in the middle of the night and keeps you up for the rest of it. The thing that makes you close your closet door at night so you won't be tempted to look in it. He is the thing that is under your bed and that makes you make sure you cover your feet. You keep your feet from hanging off the edge of the bed in fear that he will pull you by them. Your parents tell you that it's your imagination, but they went through it too. They fear him too. They know not to speak of him and try to keep you from speaking of him. He has very strict rules that people often mess up on. 1. Don't speak of him. 2. Don't call out for him. 3. Don't chase him. And 4. Don't be curious. Everyone knows of him, but will call him a thing or figure because nobody has yet to figure out what he is. And for the people that have, they're unfortunately not here to tell the story. The very few people who have figured out who he is are gone. If you get woken up, follow the rules. Be prepared. Cover up. Don't try to look him in the eyes. He doesn't have any. It's complete darkness. Let him leave on his own. Don't force him to. He isn't what you think he is. He is very powerful. If he wants you, he will come closer and you will feel drained. As he walks closer, you'll want to run, but you'll be frozen in fear. He doesn't have eyes, but on the rare occasion that he does, they will be red. He will look angry, but you will not see the rest of his face. You will try to get away, but you can't. You will try to scream, but nobody will hear you. It will be too late. So follow the rules and don't try to look him in the eye. And you might live to see the next day. But remember, he will be back. I don't know about you, but I loved that creepypasta when I read it. It really reminds me of The Bye Bye Man. Have you guys seen that movie? It's one of those things where, like in The Bye Bye Man, where the more you think of him, the more real he becomes.
Don't say it, don't think it, 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 don't say it, don't think it.
Don't say or think what? The Bye Bye Man?
That's kind of how this is for me, because in the creepypasta it talks about the parents knowing what he is, but they don't want to talk about him, and they encourage their children not to talk about him because the more you talk about it, the more real it becomes. And that's another thing that I think is really interesting, the notion that powerful thoughts could create actual things. Do you know what I mean? Like if enough people believed hard enough that the boogeyman is real, could he become real? It's kind of like mass hysteria. You know what I mean? If so many people believe in one thing, it creates that hysteria and people really do believe it's real. I hope you guys enjoyed this creepypasta, and if you want me to read more creepypastas that I like in the future, remember to make sure and give this video a like. If you haven't already, make sure and subscribe. I do creepy videos on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.